I mean, to answer your first question, it is surreal. It's so exciting being here in my home city and seeing all the fans come out. You know, that is a wonderful feeling. In terms of the words on the screen, it begins and ends with Suzanne. Like, these are Suzanne's stories, Suzanne's characters. It is our privilege to be bringing them. For me, I can't quite believe that I was a part of it. That's the wonderful thing about a team where it's this collaborative, is you watch it and you just feel like you all did it together, rather than it being any one person's responsibility. Well, that's the thing. There are, of course, difficulties in distilling any novel down to a screenplay and putting it and making sure it's visual and dramatic and exciting. But Suzanne is such a keen custodian of her own creation that so long as you're willing to collaborate, which is my favorite part of the job, it's great. She was on hand throughout. We were doing like 4-hour calls 4 times a week throughout the scripting. You know, like she was absolutely intimately involved. So really, so long as you go in willing to be open and work with people, it's a joy. In a lot of YA novels that don't kind of pop out as well, people maybe talk down to your audience. Suzanne writes at such a high level and with such sophisticated themes, such sophisticated characters, that I think people just always find something new in every iteration of the story. So I think it's that she doesn't just write YA books, she writes proper adult stories. I mean, this is definitely the dream cast. Are you kidding? Yeah. It's a very tricky question. With this, sometimes production is already kind of moving and you start talking about people with the director early on, and you start talking about people with Suzanne early on, but then you can't really pin your ideas too firmly in case that person's busy. Or with this, we just lucked out and get it. Like, people are so enamored of the brand. Working with Francis is something everyone wants to do. Working with Nina Jacobson, Brad Simpson, working with Lionsgate. So really, we got a pick of the cast. Viola was absolutely extraordinary and came aboard straight away. You know. So no, I didn't actually have to kind of write with anyone in mind for this, but the cast we got, just a dream. Tom, Rachel, like the discovery of Tom in this, it's such a role, you know. I think because it's spectacular, it's exciting, it's emotional, and when you get that sound going and you're immersed in the story, I think you won't look away. You'll just be shot like a rocket to the moon. It's amazing.